You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Of the Impact Implosion. My name, as always, is Sept, and on the other end of this line is Mike Poland.
Hello.
This week's episode, since Mike once again requested it, is The Road to Glory Begins.
Yep, I got another one, but we'll save it for a few weeks when it's the last show before Bound for Glory.
Yes. Anyways, we have news, but first we had a pay-per-view.
Yes, we certainly did. Let me get my file.
I have it up. Anyways, the event begins with a video of Bound for Glory semifinals Jeff Hardy entering the arena, then Samoa Joe, James Storm, and Bully Ray, all in that order.
I like that. That's a good way to kind of hype up those guys.
That is true. Then Mike Tenay welcomes us to the show inside the arena. He hypes tonight's title matches, as well as the advertised fight between Austin Aries and the leader of Aces and Eights.
Yes.
Then we have our first match, Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe, and you were right on this one.
I like the finish, though. Jeff just basically rolls over. No, Jeff has the weird-looking submission on Joe, and then Joe rolls him into a pin, but Jeff rolls him over. Not a bad finish.
Yeah, I was expecting Magnus to get involved in this match, but...
No.
Oh well.
We have a James Storm bit backstage.
Yep. James Storm backstage. Anyways, he talks about why he picked Bully Ray, because last year Bully Ray eliminated him in the semifinals, and this year he's going to right the wrong. Yeehaw! And we get to that match.
Another okay
which I
match.
was right on. Which I was exactly right on.
So we both got ours.
Our semifinals right, even though your finalist, your winner overall, because I think you had James Storm winning it all, wasn't.
No, I had Jeff Hardy. Didn't I?
Oh, I thought you had James Storm. I don't remember. But anyways, Bully Ray wins. This was a good match. Referee bumps, though, and Robert Roode comes out and smashes a beer bottle over James Storm's head. Bully Ray gets the win.
Hey, James, sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. They had to set up Roode versus Storm any way they could. And since
next
Roode...
whoops. We're not done
sorry.
Go ahead. Next up, we had
Roode...
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, we're getting crosshaired here.
Oopsies.
Anyways, Roode basically said, hey, James Storm, since I don't have the title, you ain't getting the title shot. Sorry.
That booking makes sense. Yeah, it does. But anyways, we come to a backstage segment that I liked, which was surprisingly Miss Tessmacher talking.
Yep.
She does a very good promo about how Tara is her best friend, which, of course, we'll get into later. I don't think that friendship's going to be happening anymore. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tessmacher says that she needs to prove that she can beat Tara, and she thanks Brooke for giving her this match. And she actually did a surprisingly good promo, and I don't mean to sound insulting, but for a female wrestler promo, she did very well here.
Yeah.
Considering what we're conditioned to hearing from the female wrestlers.
Yes. We're actually more insulting WWE than anything else.
Right. And we had Tara and Tessmacher, which was okay. Although after the first two matches, the crowd was kind of dead for this.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, you gave them two hot matches to begin things.
And you're also conditioned to have the women's match be a piss break.
Yes,
thanks WWE for that.
Yeah. So now we have two decent women's wrestlers out there, and nobody cares. Good work, guys. Thanks for raising the bar.
Anyways, Tessmacher wins after reversing the Widow's Peak.
Yes, with a sunset flip.
Yep. Anyways, we had backstage, and Hogan confronts Bobby Roode is going to send his ass to jail. You know, brother, you could rot in jail tonight.
I don't care. I got my revenge on James Storm, and why am I talking like
James Storm attacks him from behind, and James Storm has to be taken away by the police.
Well, that's not the first time we see the police. We'd actually see them in this next segment, too.
Yeah.
The Austin Aries calling out the big guy from Aces and Eights, and they brawl around for about 5 or 6 minutes, and they tease Aries taking off the mask.
Then the other Aces and Eights show up.
Yep. Who didn't see that coming? And now the building's going to be under lockdown for the rest of the night. So nobody can escape.
Oh, yeah, and Hardy got hurt.
Yes.
Hardy got attacked.
The building is under lethal lockdown for the rest of the night.
Yep. Anyways, I have seen what they're basing this off of. I've seen a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy. Jesus Christ, they ripped that show off. Getting patched in, the music, all that, riding bikes, stuff like that, having the patch on the back of their jackets.
Well, at least TNA does it with a show that's relevant. I'm sure if WWE was doing it, it'd be like something from 20 years ago.
True.
Anyway, our X Division title match, which is Zema Ion going over Sanjay Dutt.
Clean.
I only saw the end.
Yeah, unique. Sanjay had a unique submission hold, then went for a pin attempt with that unique submission hold. Ion got free. Dutt tried another pin attempt, but Ion bridged his way out, and then connects with the big face buster out of nowhere for the 1-2-3.
Again, if this match had actually been built a little bit, or had actually had Zema Ion on TV for a couple weeks, making challenges, this would have mattered a bit more.
Backstage, Hogan is shown telling the police that he needs the building locked down. Jeff Hardy is shown being looked over by trainers and Al Snow.
Yeah, why was Al Snow there? Why would you put your life in the hands of Al Snow?
I don't know, maybe Head was the doctor.
Oh, God. Was Marty Jannetty back there, too? Could they do a New Rockers reunion?
Marty Jannetty would be on the sidelines drinking. Anyways, Jeremy Borash comes on, talks about the condition of Hardy, then Magnus interrupts. He says it's typical of Hardy to let himself make bad decisions over business, noting that RVD does the same damn thing. Then he makes his way to the ring for our next match, which is Magnus versus Rob Van Dam.
Meh.
You know, I knew Rob Van Dam was going over this one. I just fucking knew. And of course, he hits the move that I like to call the Fried Star Frog Legs. For the pin and the 1-2-3.
Yep.
Then we have Jeremy Borash backstage with Daniels and Kazarian. Kazarian, says it's a travesty Hogan made this match. Not really.
Really? You need a tag title match. Hey guys, you're the tag champions. You're supposed to defend the title. Sorry.
And by the way, those guys hadn't gotten their damn rematch yet. So yeah. Yeah. By the way, you won those titles in like
July.
A week after. 2 weeks. 2 weeks after Slammiversary. Yeah, you've been ducking them. Anyways, Daniel says if anyone needs to call the cops, it's them. On Hogan, Daniel says he was teamed up on Bound for Glory series, and Claire Lynch tried to spoil their good names.
You were the one that was trying you were trying to frame AJ and do all that other shit, but anyway.
Yeah, And claim they're
forget that.
underrated. And claim they're underrated.
And one part of that interview I agree with. In any event.
Yeah. I didn't know
And
if Daniels was supporting his usual Appletini or not. I didn't watch the show. If he was,
I think he was.
Then the police might want to look at Daniels before he enters the ring.
Breathalyzer.
Take a breathalyzer, walk the line, say the alphabets backwards.
Can you walk a straight line?
Yep. Anyways, we had our tag titles match.
And this is the match of the night here. Daniels and Kazarian. Kazarian beat AJ and Angle in a 25-minute match to retain the titles by cheap means.
Daniels threw his drink. Yeah. I see why. Everyone else hates the Appletini. It's like acid.
Yes. Anyway.
It's new blood. It's
Rising.
acid. It's the
new blood. It's Vince Russo's favorite drink.
It's the new blood that falls over everyone. That's supposed to be to faces completely like death.
It's Vince Russo's favorite drink.
Yep. Appletinis with acid.
Anyway, we have a Bully Ray promo up next.
We actually first had Oz Hogan talking to the police again and reminding them it's important that they don't let any Aces and Eights members near the ring.
How are they going to get in?
I don't know.
The building is on lockdown, Hogan. Are you that old and feeble that you can't remember that?
Hey, they probably have some skeleton keys hidden somewhere.
They're just going to drive their bikes through the doors?
Hey, Austin drove his Zamboni through the arena, and a beer truck. Anything's possible.
Yes, and Angle did a milk truck.
Yep. Anyways, we had another Jeff Hardy update. No one knows how he's doing, but he's still scheduled to face Bully Ray in the finals. Ray is interviewed and says the Aces and Eights needs to stop. A small part of him feels bad for Hardy, but either way, he plans on beating Hardy tonight and facing Aries next month. Every wrestler in TNA might be bound for glory, but he's Bully Ray. He's not bound for glory. He's destined for greatness.
This was a good promo.
I'll take your word for it. I didn't see it.
All right.
Anyways,
and we have
Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. We didn't know if Jeff would show up. He did.
At the last second.
Yep.
And he guts it out and he wins.
Yep. So Jeff Hardy's facing Aries at the pay-per-view.
That could be good.
Could be.
Unfortunately, I have a feeling we're going to get Aces and Eights involvement. And
sadly, yeah.
Yeah. Which probably means it might not main event. We might get something else as the main.
No, I think they've got to main event that with that. They've got to. There's no other way they can main event with anything else. Even with Storm and Rude, you got to main event with those two. It's your world title match. You ain't WWE where the world title doesn't mean jack.
Did Angle and Rude main event last year's Bound for Glory?
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Sting and Hogan did.
Sting and Hogan was before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was in the middle of the show.
And it didn't end. It didn't end happily because of Angle's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yes.
In TNA, the world title freaking matters.
Yep.
Anyways, we have some news. Bully Ray, unlike Devon, is re-signing with TNA.
Yep.
So
that's
you'll
good
be
for him.
seeing more of Cavzilla around the locker room.
Yes.
TNA also announced that they will be on Challenge TV, which is in Britain. They're British. They will be doing a British boot camp. That's TNA Wrestling British Boot Camp is what they'll be calling it. And the press releases this. TNA Wrestling are launching a brand new TV show to find the next British Bulldog, William Regal, or Magnus.
Why would you put Magnus in there?
No offense to him, he's good, but the other two are.
You put Robbie T on that list too.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. Anyway, TNA Wrestling British Boot Camp, which has been commissioned by Challenge TV and will air in December, will follow 4 Brits attempting to win a full-time TNA contract. It will be the first ever American wrestling series created for and broadcast exclusively in the UK. 4 contestants are sexy Mancunian wrestling twins Hannah and Holly Blossom, and popular indie stars Marty Skrull and Rockstar Spud. The 6 parts of the foursome enter the TNA developmental system, get put through their paces by wrestling legends including Hulk Hogan and Britain's Rollerball Rocco.
Who?
It's a British guy.
Oh, okay.
Have a match in the TNA Impact Zone, and even face a grilling at the hands of Sunsport, which I think is like a channel or something.
Gotcha. Goes international.
C. Carter will then hand the winner, or winners if the twins triumph, a TNA contract and a spot on the company's January 2013 UK and Ireland tour. Acting director of Challenge TV, Dominic Williams, said TNA Wrestling British Boot Camp really is compulsive viewing.
Yeah, so it is.
To commission exclusive original content, which cements Challenge TV as the UK home for TNA Wrestling. That was the press release. So yeah, we're going to have British Boot Camp, and one of these... And if the twins win, they both get a contract. I smell that happening.
Oh, boy.
Although, it could go either way. They could throw a curveball on us. And one more bit of news. You remember Crimson?
Barely.
Well, on OVW TV tapings, he is the new OVW champion.
Good for him.
Yep. He's the new champion of OVW.
Yay.
Anyways, we got TNA Impact Wrestling results. We first had Aries make his way to the ring, invite Jeff Hardy out. Jeff accepts, and Aries congratulates him on winning the Bound for Glory series, defeating Samoa Joe and Bully Ray in one night.
Good for him.
But the champ says Hardy may say he has something he wants, that Hardy wants, the belt. But the champ says Hardy has a few things he wants, but before he can go into any specifics, Bully Ray comes out of the ring.
Shut it off! 30 seconds into his Sabu stolen theme.
Bully Ray calls both men in the ring lucky, especially Aries, because he doesn't have to face him at Bound for Glory. He says he actually felt bad for Hardy because of the attack by Aces and Eights, and that lack of focus is why he lost. Aries reminds him that the last time they were in the ring together, he made him tap out. And then he said, last time you were in the ring with Hardy, that didn't work out well either. Jeff Hardy then challenges him to a rematch. Bully Ray bails. He was going to make an answer, but the music plays. Thing. And then TNA puts the match over as official.
Mike Tenay, they didn't come to an agreement yet. Don't do that.
He did that after the commercial break because the music ended the segment. It was really kind of weird.
Awkward ending.
Yeah. Anyways, we come back to Sanjay Dutt making his way to the ring for an X Division Championship rematch, which was kind of strange since he lost clean. And Taz and Tenay wish Jerry the King Lawler a speedy recovery.
Yes.
What? You had to do it. Make a mention of it.
That's fine.
Anyways, we had this match. Basically, it was pretty good. Sanjay Dutt did his awesome moonsault double foot stomp. However, he only
hit it this. Did he actually hit it this time?
Yeah, he hit it. But unfortunately for him, Sanjay was too close. Zemo was too close to the ropes.
Yep.
Yeah, he tried again. Zema stopped him, beating him off the ropes, landing him on his neck. The champion takes advantage of this and scores a pinfall, so Zima Ion wins. Following the match, Ion attacks Sanjay and locks him into the submission hold as referee continues to call for the bell. Then backstage,
because the match isn't already over, so, you know.
Backstage, the World Tag Team Champions of the world are in Hulk Hogan's office making fun of the Hulkster, which was pretty funny.
Which is always a good idea. By the way. Nothing can go wrong here.
Hogan walks in. First of all, they offer him the apple tea, and he's like, that stuff smells like gasoline.
And I'm pretty sure Hogan doesn't drink fruity drinks, brother.
You never know. But,
maybe Nick does.
Yeah, even Kazarian hates that stuff. Even Kazarian's like, yeah, that stuff's nasty. Yeah. Anyways, informs the two that they'll be competing in singles matches tonight. Daniel will be facing either Hernandez or Chavo Guerrero, while Kazarian will be facing either Kurt Angle or AJ Styles.
AJ.
They don't have to have any rematches. If either of the champs lose, they'll have to face the victorious person's team in a rematch championship, in a rematch for the titles.
But what if both win? What if they lose to both?
Well,
we'll find out in a minute, won't we?
Yep. Anyways, backstage, Kurt Angle and JJ
Styles. JJ Dillon.
J Styles.
JJ Styles.
Anyways, they both argue over who should face Kazarian in a match later tonight.
All right, you two, case and makeup. AJ's gonna do it.
Angle says AJ gets too emotional, questions whether he can get the job done. But AJ guarantees that a win for them tonight, so Kurt Angle lets him have the match. As Styles
and
Westbrook
wins.
And
Styles does win.
Oh, wait a minute. As Styles walks off, West Briscoe walks into the room, and they both, Angle and him, walk off to watch Styles' match. We then get a video package of Storm's loss to Bully Ray and the escalating rivalry between Storm and Bobby Roode. We then had Bobby Roode.
Yep.
Bobby Roode makes his way to the ring wearing a suit. He tells the Impact Zone that he's back and offers a recap of the events of the last few months. Says
I was screwed out of my title by Austin Aries, even though he beat me clean twice.
So I took my ball and the crowd started chanting, "Go back home."
Go back home. Go back home.
He smirks at this. He talks about having to watch James Storm win week after week and inch his way closer and closer to the World Heavyweight Championship. And says, hey, if I can't have a world title shot, neither is James.
Neither can you, buddy.
Right on cue, James Storm makes his way to the ring and they brawl
again
to the back. Once again, this goes to a commercial break. By the way, I should notice that Storm did choke Roode out with a tie. Glad they're not in WWE, or Storm would be fired.
For like a month. Who gets fired from their job for a month?
Probably 3 months, actually, I believe it was.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Anyways, we have the Styles versus Kazarian match. And we are told after the commercial break that during the commercial break, they basically separated the two. Why couldn't we see this on footage? I don't know.
No.
Anyways, short match. Styles wins.
And he and Angle will get a title shot.
Then, afterwards, we had Hogan talking to Brooke, saying that he doesn't want her to go anywhere without bodyguards. Joseph Park interrupts them and says he's discovering things about aces and eights, and says he's got one key piece of evidence that will be here next week.
Yeah.
He's going to blow some people up and leaves Brooke in Parks' care.
Why would you do that? Although I'm sure you left her Brooke and Brian Knobs' care when she was a kid too. So
She did. He did. He left both.
Brian Knobs and Brutus Beefcake are her role models.
He left them in the care of Brian Knobs. Brian Knobs sat on a freaking couch.
Got drunk. Remember, Hogan knows best.
Yep. Anyways, we have Jeff backstage with that creepy freaking makeup. Makes him, if he closes his eyes, his eyes are still open, like he's trying to sleep through class.
He's the shrunken version of the Warrior.
Yeah. I'm not asleep, I swear. Don't you see my eyes? They're open. I swear.
Yeah.
Anyways, he challenges Hardy to put up his shot at the World Championship at Bound for Glory for tonight's match. Hardy says, sure, he can see eyes closed, and he agrees to the condition and says if Bully Ray can beat him later tonight, he can have his spot. Hardy says, see you in the ring, and closes his eyes again. To which Bully Ray is really confused. I would be too.
And so would I. You're like, what? What did he say? Huh?
Seriously?
Why is he closing his eyes?
Why is he closing his eye and having those freaking eyes on his eyelid? If he best, Hogan makes his ring, and the Impact Zone loves him as per usual. He talks about Jeff Hardy and his comeback to wrestling, and he officially books Hardy versus Rude later tonight. With the
You mean Hardy versus Bully Ray?
Hardy versus Bully Ray, with the winner facing Aries at Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Here's to Aces and Eights and saying, Impact's going to be locked down forever, brother.
How will the stupid fans in the Impact Zone get out?
I don't know.
Well, a lot of them look like wretched refuse anyway, but anyway.
Aces show up and asks Hogan if he locked them out or if he locked them in. And insinuates that Hogan has a mole in the company and they can't trust anyone because he never knows who just might be a member of the Aces and Eights.
Just keep him away from Brooke.
Oh, yeah. Then we had Chavo Guerrero versus Christopher Daniels. This would have been a good match if they gave it more time.
Yeah. They would have given it like 10 minutes instead of 5. You have 2 hours, TNA. Haven't you figured out how to master that yet?
Yeah. You have 2 hours. I don't know. Chavo Guerrero
Although Raw has 3 and TNA, and they haven't mastered that yet.
Oh, God, yeah. Anyway, Chavo wins after the 3 Migos and the 5-star, and not the 5-star frog smash. Great frog smash.
The better frog splash.
True.
Yeah.
And 3 count.
And then we have 2 things. We have the gut check thing, which is going to be
his name
with Evan Markopis, who's a worker out of Massachusetts.
Yeah. Killer Kowalski's Pro Wrestling School.
Well, I mean, that school's seen some success.
True. Anyways, we have a recap of the brawl between James Storm and Bobby Roode. Storm says he didn't get enough of Bobby Roode, not by a long shot. He promised to call out Roode on next week's Open Fight Night.
And now we come to one of the most telegraphed heel turns of all time.
Tara makes her way to the ring to congratulate her best friend, her boo.
Brooke Tessmacher.
Yep, her boo.
Thank you, Alicia Keys.
Yep.
For that one.
And she congratulates Tessmacher for beating the teacher. She's proud of losing to Miss Tessmacher, as it means she did her job.
Well, you also did the job, but that's another story.
And officially presents her with the Knockouts title.
Gee, I wonder what's coming next.
Tessmacher celebrates in the ring a little bit, and Tara actually leaves the ring for a bit. Brooke Tessmacher doesn't realize this keeps going on every corner, and then when she gets to the third corner and turns around, clothesline.
And
from
the crowd cheers.
Actually,
this is basically... What?
A kick to the head, then actually, no, it was a clothesline, then a kick to the head, then a Widow's Peak.
And the crowd cheers. This is supposed to be a heel turn, but yet the crowd is chanting for Tara over Tessmacher. What does that tell you?
It tells you they saw it coming and they were, thank God it was over.
Yep.
Thank God
Thank God you beat her ass. If only you could do it for the title now. Oh, they also had a Gail Kim video package before that.
Oh yeah, those Bound for Glory series memories. They did one for Styles before this too, where he beat Sting, and I was like, 3 months later, Styles turned heel.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't work out well. And this was Gail Kim talking about being the first Knockouts champion, although they do not include who she eliminated last. Just show her with the belt.
Sadly, I don't think Gail will be on the card for this year's Bound for Glory.
No, I doubt it.
Unless they put her in a pre-show match. They are saying they're going to be pre-show matches, so you know.
Anyways, backstage, Dixie Carter's back on TNA television and is in a meeting
because we need to see her.
That TNA management includes Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan, D'Lo Brown, Al Snow, and of course, Brother Love.
Yay, the brains and the brainless of TNA.
Yep. Richard basically starts accusing people.
It's your fault, Hulk. I don't love you.
They all bicker amongst who's the most. Hogan even got pulled out because,
Not like he hadn't turned heel before. They're coming.
About this, and it could literally be anyone. Even you.
Seth, is it you?
No, it's not me.
And it's not me.
Yeah, I'm all the way in Virginia. I couldn't make a bike trip up to Florida, even if I tried, because I can't ride a bike.
And even if I could go to Florida, I don't think I'd go to a TNA show. But anyway,
I'd be doing a few more things at Universal Studios if I was going to a TNA show first.
Yep.
I'd be the leader of Aces and Eights at one of those rounds.
Beating up all the kids. No.
The Jaws ride's going to close. I better get on that ride before it closes.
Yeah. I better go chase Minnie Mouse.
No, that's Disney World.
Oh, oopsies. That would be WCW territory.
Hey, I would beat up somebody and help people out, but I'm at the Islands Adventure.
I'm about to go down this big roller coaster.
We have our main event, which is Jeff Hardy versus Bully Ray. I predicted Bully Ray would win here, but that would basically invalidate this whole Bound for Glory series, which, knowing TNA, I could see them doing. Thankfully, they did the smart thing, proved me wrong. Jeff Hardy wins. In a decent match, he's getting the title shot. We celebrate Jeff Hardy's win as Impact ends.
Yay.
Overall, this was an okay episode. Just not that interesting. Not much happened.
The first steps in the build for Bound for Glory.
They're on cruise control right now.
Yep. So who will get the tag title shot, or will they just do a 3-way?
Probably do a 3-way.
Yeah, probably. Could be a good match anyway.
Could be. Lord knows they got to give them time, though.
Oh, if it happens on Bound for Glory, they'll probably get 15, 20 minutes.
Maybe. Maybe more. Who knows?
Well, the one on the pay-per-view got 25, so...
Yep. I wonder what Aries and Kaz are going to do this time.
Daniels and Kaz?
Yeah,
Why
Daniels and
Aries. Why would Aries be on that team?
I don't know.
It's a lethal lottery pairing.
I don't know. Daniels might be too drunk.
And his surrogate partner, Austin Aries.
Aries would have to substitute for him. Aries. I mean,
well,
Daniels.
He's the greatest man that ever lived. Why not give him all the belts?
Oh, yeah, true. Anyways, you got anything to say before we go tonight? Because I know I do, but you go first.
This Friday night, tomorrow night, IWE Fan Appreciation Night, featuring a Falls Count Anywhere match for the IWE title as Gino Martino battles Mark Moment, a dog collar match as Sonny Roselli battles Crash Landing, and a 3 stages of destruction, which is essentially 2 out of 3 falls with gimmicks, as Jive and Jimmy versus Cameron Matthews. And then October 13th, I was going to say 12th, but it's 13th, IWE back in Fairfield, featuring a 3-way ladder match between the Tenacious 2, Towers of Pain, and Team Heart and Soul for the tag belts, and a no DQ match between Gino Martino and Sonny Roselli with the IWE title. And then on, actually, I think that might be all I have for right now, for this week.
Well, anyways, what I got is, this Saturday I will be having the poll for what will be my next induction for, October, because ironically enough, and Nikolai and Cream would know how ironic this is, I'm going to be inducting the Clash of the Titans remake.
Which was what? Was it Clash of the Titans?
Yeah, Clash of the Titans 2010 remake.
Okie dokie.
Piece of crap.
Anyways, we will see, hopefully more people in the chat next week, but I hope the people that listen to this on the download enjoy, and for Seth Drake and I am Mike Newland saying good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.